Most men make the same crucial mistake. They wait for a woman to tell them she likes them. But here's the truth. Women rarely come out and confess their feelings directly, especially in the beginning. Instead, they communicate through subtle signals, gestures, and quiet cues that often fly right past most men. And here's the harsh reality. If you're standing around waiting for her to spell it out, you're letting every opportunity pass you by. Backed by science, this isn't just opinion. Studies in social psychology show that as much as 80% of attraction happens without words. It's nonverbal. So if she actually says she likes you, chances are, she's been showing it for weeks, maybe even months. The issue, most guys just don't pick up on it. When a woman's into you, she may never voice it outright, but she will show you. And here are 10 of the clearest signs to watch for. Learn to spot these, and you'll stop missing chances forever. Attraction doesn't always shout, sometimes it whispers. It can be as simple as her being close by, whether it's how she hovers near you, pops up in the same places, or places herself just near enough to be noticed but not enough to seem obvious. This isn't by chance. Psychologists call it the proximity effect. The more frequently we're around someone, the more we grow to like them. That's why coworkers, classmates, or neighbors often build deeper bonds even if they weren't initially attracted. Women understand this on an instinctual level. If she likes you, she'll find reasons to be around. Maybe at work, she's suddenly walking by your desk more. At the gym, she's now working out in your area. At a party, she just so happens to always end up nearby, no matter how crowded the room is. But she won't make it seem intentional. It'll come off as natural, like she just happened to choose the same cafe, need your help, or attend the same event. But really, how many coincidences does it take before it stops being one? What really matters isn't just that she's around, it's that she stays. If you move, does she relocate to? Moments later, when you talk, does she stick around instead of leaving? If you walk off, does her energy shift? These are subconscious signals of interest, even she might not be aware of them. And if she's adding in steady eye contact, that's your green light. A woman doesn't keep placing herself in your orbit unless something's pulling her in. Words are easy to fake, but the body, that's where the truth leaks out. Experts estimate over 80% of communication is nonverbal. So even when she's not speaking directly, her body language, eyes, and movements are still sending messages in. If you can decode them, you'll never miss another signal. So, what should you look for? Feet facing toward you. It sounds minor, but it's a big deal. People naturally angle their bodies toward what interests them. If her feet are aimed at you during a group convo, she's engaged. If they're pointed away, she's probably checked out. She leans in when you talk. Maybe you're telling a joke and she leans closer than anyone else. Why? Because leaning in shows attention, comfort, and curiosity. It's the body's way of saying, I want to be close. She mirrors your movements. This one's fascinating. Mirroring is when she subtly copies your gestures or energy without even realizing it. You sip your drink, so does she. You adjust your posture. A moment later, she does too. It's a built-in way humans build rapport, and the best part, you can test it. Change your stance slightly and wait. If she follows suit within 30 seconds, her body is saying what her mouth isn't. She's into you. When a woman is genuinely interested, she's not just making small talk, she's asking real questions, the kind that reveal who you are. Questions like, are you seeing anyone, or what kind of women do you like, aren't random. She's gauging where she fits in. Even a casual, what do you do when you're not working, hints that she wants to be a part of that world. But the real giveaway, she remembers. Your favorite coffee, she brings it next time. A band you mentioned, she brings them up later. This is selective memory bias. Our minds hang on to details about people we care about. If she recalls the tiniest things you've said, know this. You've been on her mind more than you think. Jealousy says more than words ever could. If she's into you, she won't admit it outright, but bring up another woman, and watch her mood flicker even, if just for a moment. Notice how she suddenly joins a conversation you're having with another girl. Or the teasing tone she uses when talking about other women in your life. That edge is jealousy peeking through. When she's indifferent, she doesn't react. But if she does, even subtly, she sees you as hers, whether she says it or not. Women are extremely self-aware about how they present themselves around someone they're attracted to. It's not just about looking nice, it's about looking good for you. She fixes her hair mid-conversation. That's preening behavior. In contrast, she applies lip gloss in front of you. She wants you to notice her lips. She adjusts her clothes subtly when you walk in. She's curating how you see her. This is evolution at work. Women naturally highlight their femininity when attracted by tweaking posture, smoothing dresses, or showcasing angles. And if she dresses up on days she knows she'll see you, you've already got space in her mind. A woman who's into you won't just blend in, she find low-key ways to stand out, not with dramatic gestures, but through carefully placed clues. She might casually bring up an achievement, a project, or a skill. That's her way of signaling value. Evolutionary psychology shows that both men and women engage in subtle self-promotion when someone catches their eye. If she's fit, she'll mention workouts. If she's driven, you'll hear about career wins. If she's funny, she'll try to make you laugh. But here's the part that matters. She's watching your reaction. She wants to know if you're impressed. If you are, that validation means more than you know. Attraction doesn't always look like compliments and sweet talk. Sometimes it looks like playful jabs. If she's teasing your music taste or making fun of something you wore but doing it with a smile, that's her flirting. It's a classic push-pull dynamic. She's drawing you in, while keeping things just unpredictable enough to stay exciting. This works because it builds tension. Psychologists call it playful antagonism. When done right, it builds chemistry fast. And the test, tease her back. If she laughs and leans in instead of pulling away, it's not teasing anymore, it's foreplay. Forget what she says. If she touches you, her body's already said plenty. Women don't touch guys they're not comfortable with, period. Whether it's a quick arm brush, fixing your collar, or lingering fingers when handing you something, it's never really accidental. Even light touch triggers oxytocin, bonding hormone. That's why these little moments feel electric. Want to be sure. Touch her back. If she leans in instead of pulling away, she's not just flirting, she's waiting for you to make a move. Don't assume she'll always make the first move. Instead, she'll create subtle reasons to stay in contact. She asks you random things. She could have Googled. She sends a meme just because. She updates you about something you talked about days ago. The key: she keeps the conversation going. Even if you stop responding, she'll find a way to restart it. To her, even the smallest interaction with you is better than silence. The biggest sign of all, she starts to share real things. Her hopes, her fears, her past, her struggles. If she's peeling back layers and getting vulnerable, that's not small talk, it's connection. And when she asks you deep questions, like what's something you've never told anyone, or what's your biggest regret, she's not just curious, she's trying to see you. Because for women, attraction goes deeper than looks, it's about emotional resonance. When she starts letting you into her inner world, it means she's already chosen you. Most men go through life blind to these signals. They wait for words, but attraction isn't verbal, it's visceral. Women don't say it, they show it. Start noticing the signs and everything changes. You stop hesitating. You stop missing your shot. And for the first time, you see the truth behind the dance of attraction. So now tell me, which of these signs have you seen before? Drop a comment below and don't forget to subscribe. You're not going to want to miss what's coming next.